Alright, back for round 200 draw. Hand is kinda clunky, I think it's a kid though. We have a bunch of solid 3 drop, we are on draw. If you draw any land we can cast most stuff. Drawing a 2 drop was not the worst. An infiltrator, well that thing is definitely gonna infiltrate through my automaton. I guess by playing the automaton I cannot tell them that I'm red anyway, so... But on the other hand, I have no reason to play the mountain over the plains. I mean, it doesn't change anything. Sometimes you might want to, hide the color for slightly longer if you can, but... Here it definitely doesn't really matter. Certainly dropping the racer next turn and hoping it doesn't die. I'd be glad to trade, so... Gonna beat down. I'd love to trade. If you want to block, go ahead. No, that's what I thought. And next turn, we might just go Osprey, leave Precise Strike available. Hopefully the Racer doesn't die. Would you let this guy pilot that vehicle? That, I don't know. That seems like a potential bad thing for you. I don't really mind them doing that. I mean, it's a revolt, it's annoying, I'm taking damage and all, but now I have 2 free power to crew on the Crusher later on. That being said, I think we'll go Osprey, Automaton. Intend to block the Osprey. Hopefully they don't have more revolt, though they could. And I don't know. If they do nothing, I might just go Precise Strike. Nah, I'm fine trading. Alright, harpooning, that's pretty good. Chandra's Revolution. That's kinda cool. So I could go Crusher, then Precise Strike the Racer, tap it to crew the Crusher, the value, and eat a Harpooner. My opponent seems, short on lands. I think I like using Revolution here, so I don't take too many damage. Tap the Swamp, so they are less likely gonna play something. Maybe I should have used Precise Strike last turn. The issue is that if they have some, a good trick of their own, I get blown back. But the thing is, if they had a trick, they would probably have used it. But if they go plus 1, plus 2, it's really, really bad for me. Alright, I guess time has come to play another racer. We'll be racing. Hope my opponent doesn't have any more removal. If they do, I'm going down to 4. If they do, it's gonna be tough. If they don't, I'm probably fine, especially since I can start looting twice each turn. So even though they have a decent amount of card advantage due to the fact that they are missing lands, I probably win if this game goes long enough. Yep. Alright, probably just dropping Crusher next turn. A Motorist. I think I like dropping Crusher. Boop 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 boom. Nothing I really want to discard right now, so I might just not use the Racer's ability. My opponent might forget that you can crew with, a creature caught in the bright, which is not really great flavor-wise, but it is what it is. Looks like they did not forget. Alright. I think I'm happy enough with my hand that I'm not gonna crew to loot here. Might as well drop Terror. Yeah, alright. Sure, it's probably gonna trade with Doomed Operative, but fine. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a Vengeful Rebel in hand. The 3-2 for 3 that gives -3 to stuff would be a good piece of tempo and card advantage right there. And they can obviously enable Revolt pretty easily with the map. Don't do that, please. Don't do that to me. A Night Market Aeronaut. Annoying, but I have a couple removals in my deck that could deal with that. Let's crew with this guy. Alright. First trigger. Yes, please. Second trigger. Yes, please. Alright. Lol. Sure. Thopter Arrest. Sounds like a decent answer. So I could attack with that. If they go block with the Salvager, I can strike. I'm happy enough to make that trade, I think. Attacking with Crusher is not great, they just block with Operative. Kinda wanna get rid of that thing. If I attack with Terror, it trades with the Harpooner, which is not amazing. Could also go Arrest the Aeronaut, drop the Motorist, and that's it. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Sounds fine. And map, if they think I have something, might try to double block, and that could be annoying. So I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Bottom and bottom. Alright, that was pretty useful scries. Again, the longer this goes on, the better it's gonna be for me. I'm looting twice each turn. I'm not gonna meal myself before I can kill them. At some point they will eventually draw some extra lands they don't need. Cannot choose, and it should be good for me. I already put 2 useless cards on the bottom as well as 2 lands on my graveyard, so even if the Crusher gets killed, we'll be in a decent shape, I think. We're at 7 though, I guess. I kinda forgot about that. Alright, let us loot. Alright. Alright, at some point there will be no lands left in the deck, so there is that. Skyskiff, not bad at all. Definitely not a bad one to get here. Sweet. Perfect. Now I just have to wait until my opponent just floods and draw lands and run out of gas, because I will never run out of gas. Running out of the gas is not something I often do. No, at least not with this board. But to be honest, I do run out of gas a lot of the time. in this goddamn set. Because you have to play rather aggressive decks, and what I like to do is play control. So if you have enough card draw, you don't really ever run out of gas, but playing a good control deck and a good blue deck is really tough in Aether Revolt, I think. At least right now. Metagame is pretty aggro. Sure. Yeah, that's annoying, I guess. Hopefully I don't end up milling myself. Alright. Okay. Come on! Hungry Flames. Probably killing that. I could block with Sky Skiff and use Precise Track. It's risky though. I want to make sure I get rid of that, I think. Caught in them bright. So let's say I go Caught in the Bright, the operative, and attack with the Crusher. My opponent has no good block. And then I can still block here. And I can still trade that with the Terror. So I probably don't die. I mean, I kind of need to start applying pressure and doing stuff, I think. Yeah. Actually, the play is probably to crew with the Motorist, if anything. Yeah. And yeah, I have a decent amount of blockers left. 3 blockers. Yeah. Alright. This is gonna kill them pretty fast, so there is that too. And I get the sweet exile value. Okay, they took 7. Good. Sweet. Now I guess the Skiff trades with the Pioneer. But if we trade, I don't mind it. And I still have the Precise Track in there. Harpooning the Motorist away. Yeah, I guess so. Not a ton I can do about that. Not a ton I can do about that. The Motorist was harpooned. So we have 1 land on the bottom, as well as 6 land here, 7. So there's 5 land on top, 14 cards of the deck. Not the worst. If my opponent finds a way to kill the Skiff, we are in trouble though, I guess. So there is that. I will not be looting, so... Nope. Looks like they have something to do. Maybe not. Maybe some type of trick. Cruel finality. Yeah. I guess so. Guess you got me. Speedway Fanatic. Fine. Nope. Haste. Taste it. I mean, they have a 2-turn clock here, but I'm still looting. And they are also on a pretty bad clock here. A chump block, interesting. You might as well double block, right? If you want to chump, I think. I don't know. Daring demolition on that. Okay, that's pretty good. They might just end up getting me. I don't think I have a ton of Revolt left in the deck. Maybe just no Revolt left, actually. Cannot afford to attack with everything. So I guess we are just gonna beat down with the Terror. Yeah. Fortunate that my opponent only drew 6 land on the top. What? On the top 21 cards of their deck. They probably have 1 in hand, but I needed them to draw slightly more lands. They didn't. They had no way to card selection except for the scry maybe. And despite losing a ton, I think we are losing that. 6 land and a bunch of spells. Yeah, unfortunate. Airdrop Aeronaut. What a top deck. I thought this was over. I thought that I was gone for good. Okay, baby. Alright, baby. That's pretty good. No, I need the land so I can do everything I want. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep the Terror of the Fairground around. Alright, will that be good enough? Maybe. If they have a Removal, I die. But they have a land in hand and they should be drawing a land, right? You cannot draw spells forever. You cannot just draw spells forever. Yeah, the land, as expected, and I think, yeah, you have another land in hand, I'm sure. 8 lands on the top 23 cards, that seems like, an already pretty solid ratio. Am I attacking with everything? Probably. The Terror needs to be blocked. I guess they could go block here, eat the pilot and take 4. I don't mind that. Since we drew a pretty solid card here. Just that top deck. Card is nut. Card was nut. Fair enough. Alright. And if my opponent complains about, drawing 9 lands, if they draw 9 lands out of 24 cards, they don't have to complain. This is the game. I loot you out of the game. Alright, sweet. I was slightly worried, but well, the airdrop aeronauts came right on time. So white, black, artifact value. Well, they have Caught in the Bright. The question is, do I want to side in my decommission? Maybe 1 because they showed Caught in the Bright, but I'm unsure about that. Could cut the Precise Strike. I show it. I think treat lose a little bit of value when you show them because opponents are more likely going to play around them, so I might just cut it for decommission, especially on the draw. While Build to Smash is pretty lame on the draw. Maneuver is decent at getting rid of auras, like Cut in the Bright, or dodging Revolt potentially. Could see Aegis Automaton being decent in this matchup. Yeah, it gives me a bit of protection and a decent tool in the late game. It's not very good at crewing though, and we don't really have any combo with it. Like, we can't get a ton of value out of it unless they put an enchantment on one of our creature. Maybe I should just play man. I'm just not thrilled about these tricks. Right here on the draw. I'm gonna try maneuver. Hand is heavy on land, but I think it's a keep. Diamond Mall to 6 and put a card on bottom. Alright. 2-drop is not the worst. It's even pretty good. We'll just play it. I mean, I'm not gonna try to wait to get value or things along these lines. That doesn't sound great. Don't mind seeing a Sky Skiff. My opponent is, again, very short on mana. Maybe they are playing a 16 or 15 land deck to avoid being flooded, I don't know. Probably just killing that now. Once I will have dropped my 5th land, I will probably stop dropping lands because I have a couple looting effects in my deck, so there is that. But I own 5 lands, so I can cast my 5 drops. Yeah, the Racer, the 2/3 for 3 that can loot is probably my best draw right now. Would just beat down and filter my hand. That'd be perfect. What is my opponent doing? Are they complaining? I mean, being stuck on 2 is annoying, but my draw is not great either. But they are not complaining. Maybe they just want to make some coffee. Who knows? Can we play? What is up, man? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I'll wait maybe 1 more minute, and otherwise I'll just pause the video. No, I cannot pause the video. But yeah, I mean, it's annoying. I'm recording with OBS and you cannot pause the video. You have to wait. Or to, do 2 different videos, and sorry about that, and to edit them together. Yeah, I will wait until 13:00, and if my opponent's not coming back, I will just, stop the video and restart recording afterwards, and probably upload 2 different videos. Guess we'll see. Yeah, there are some recording softwares which lets you just pause a recording and just restart it, and once you are finished you just stop it and everything's good. But I cannot do that with the one I'm using. I do like it though. I mean, other than that, it's one of the best you can have around, for free at least. Not sure what's going on. And I'm pretty sure when I'm gonna cut the video, my opponent's just gonna come back right away. Alright, well, I see you for the end of the match in another video, I guess.